Hello everybody, my name is Martin Panholzer, and today I want to show you how to work with this new chat-enabled notebooks in Mathematica. You can check whether you have AI features enabled by clicking at this sign on the right top corner, and make sure this checkbox is marked. So enable chat AI features. You can only enable this if you connect your OpenAI API key with Mathematica, but then it works, and we can immediately start to interact with this chat enabled notebook and enter a chat input. And first I ask who I'm talking to, so who, and it gives me an answer. So it's the code assistant, which helps me with Wolfram Language. And the persona here is the Wolfie, so the code assistant. And by clicking on this sign here, I could choose different personas, but today I'm only focusing on the code assistant because I want to create some Mathematica code. And I choose a task which I want to solve, and this is I provide Mathematica with an image, and he should find the face and cut the face out of the image so that it could fit in a passport, for example. So I asked the code assistant to trim an image such that the face is in the center. This executing, and he provides me with a solution, so with a suggestion how to achieve this task, and he immediately finds that find faces is the correct function to identify a face on an image, and then the image is trimmed to the correct size, or to the region of the face. So this is the code. I'm copying it. I copied the code and I execute the code in a separate notebook so that you can distinguish between the chat input and the code generated. So this is the code here, and I have to provide a path to the image, so it's telling this, but I also could simply copy an image to here. So I prepared an image with image synthesize. So this is an AI generated image of a not really existing person. So, and execute the code, and we see that nothing is done here because there's no output. So we can write the output, trimmed image. Okay, we see it does it correctly, but the output was missing. And it does it correctly, and what we see here is that the face is very tightly fitting to the pictures. For a passport, you would have to add some space around the face. So this is in the next step. I want to tell Wolfram that it should add some space around this image. So telling him add some space around the face such that the face makes 70% of the area of the image. So what he's doing, so he repeats part of the code of above. Okay, again replace this code. Okay, he tells me what to do, and let's see whether this code works. And again, paste the image from above to here. And we see that it fails. Okay. I've had several tries and always some wrong things came back. This somehow reminded me on Guardians of the Galaxy on this scene here. So
That's my underwear.
Yeah, I was pretty sure he didn't know what you were talking about. You have to explain it more careful.
It's a prototype fin.
That's an Orloni. It's a fin, Groot.
You explain it this time.
I decided to split the task into a separate one. So I want to increase the size of a rectangle by 30% relative to the center, and the first attempt didn't work. So this gives me something back that is not correct. And I re-evaluated the input, and this seems to be a reasonable code. But what I have here, I don't have the coordinates, so I only have the rectangle as a whole. So I ask him how to extract the coordinates from a given rectangle. This he correctly does, also at the second attempt. The first one was wrong. And then finally I told him to put the things together, so put the buff into the function with a rectangle as input and the larger rectangle as output. And this surprisingly worked at the first attempt. And I have the function here, so I can evaluate it. So I have defined the function and use it in the above code. Or here I tried it already, so I use the phase coordinates calculated earlier and evaluate it and get a larger rectangle. So I can take the code we've generated before and increase simply here the rectangle, which is the phase coordinates variable here, and evaluate it, and we see that we get a larger region of the face. So this very nicely worked finally. It took a while we had to play around with the prompts, and not everything is correct what the code assistant provides, but at the end we were successful. So thank you for your attention.